Hi guys, so I'm really delayed on doing this. I wanted to do this on the weekend, but I was basically exhausted, and just kind of my life right now. Today I am 6 weeks, 4 days. I and I'm actually gonna skip this weekend because I'm gonna do 2 weeks the week after, closer to when I'm at 8 weeks, just because I have an ultrasound next week. So just kind of throw that all together. I was gonna do like 3 weeks together, but then I realized, there's way too much information. So a week ago today, oh my god. Guys, morning sickness doesn't happen just in the morning, although for me it does, like at 2 o'clock in the morning. It just shows up whenever. So 2 o'clock in the morning, like a week ago, it was just after a long weekend, and I hadn't been feeling great that day, but I was fine. I just wasn't feeling great, whatever. So 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I had to bolt to the bathroom because I'm like, I'm gonna be sick. Lo and behold, I was. um, and it just kept coming like every 2 hours ish, maybe every hour to 2 hours, depending really. And I'm like, I can't go to work. So I texted my boss, who knows I'm pregnant. So I was like, I don't know if it was stomach flu or if this is like random bout of morning sickness, but I am really sick and I can't come in today. So she understood, and she's like, okay. So by 10 o'clock in the morning, I was just like, I need to call my doctor. Called the clinic, and I was like, what's the difference between a stomach flu and morning sickness? And they're like, well, it's not a lot of difference, but stomach flu, it's both ends. With morning sickness, you're just vomiting. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah. And I'm like, I can't keep anything down. Gravel's not, they're like, have you tried like Pepto or Gravel? I'm like, it's not, I'm like, yeah, no, it's not staying down. And she's like, yeah, it sounds like morning sickness. She's like, if you're still sick this afternoon, come in. Who's your doctor? I'm like, it's my doctor. And she's like, okay, she's on walking tonight, which luckily she was. Luckily, my doctor is on walk. She does walk in on Tuesdays. So I'm like, okay, I'm, play it by ear. But by like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I text him out. I'm like, you gotta pick me up. I gotta go to the clinic. I was originally gonna bus, but then I'm like, I don't trust not throwing up on the bus, to be honest. So I went into the clinic, and after a good long wait, because walk-in, my doctor comes in, she's like, you feel gross, don't you? I'm like, yeah. Like, I want to sleep right now because this is exhausting and I feel awful. So she gave me the medication. I was on a higher dose for a couple days just so it got in my system and started kicking in. And she gave me a note to take the next day off just because I was really dehydrated. Because I tried to drink water, but nothing was staying down. But any more dehydrated, she would have sent me for an IV drip. So I basically spent Wednesday just resting, recouping, trying to ingest water. And this past weekend, I just spent the entire weekend sleeping because I was just so tired. Like, my body's going through so much right now. I'm just exhausted all the time. Yeah, so I have my dating ultrasound on Monday. And yeah, actually since I was sick, I feel like my cravings have changed a bit. I went from wanting a lot of salty things to I'm actually starting to get back into the sweet things, so it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what's gonna happen, but oh my god, pregnancy dreams are insane. Like, I'm pretty strong with, like, I pretty much get pretty vivid dreams. But last night I had 3 dreams where each time I woke up and I was like, did that just happen? Like, what was that real? Like, what is happening? It was really hard not to to convince myself, no, that's a dream. It's fine. That didn't actually happen. But it's weird. Pregnancy dreams are just weird. Not a whole lot happening. After the dating ultrasound, we get to tell grandparents. I told my granny actually we could go on the Thanksgiving Monday because she works at the hospital, so I wanted to see who she recommended for an OB. So then that way I can talk to my doctor. I have a prenatal exam or prenatal appointment in November, so I have a couple of questions for my doctor. One of them is about like birthing classes, like Lamaze classes, which I'm like, I need to go. I don't really know what else, but yeah, so skin's still breaking out, but there's not really much I can do. I just got a new face wash that should help like clean deeper into pores. So, and I just do masks more often, and it's just kind of keeps them at bay from getting any worse. And it's just some of them are really bad. It's all on my chin, so hopefully they'll go away with the first trimester. Yeah, not a whole lot else, but yeah, so I won't be doing one this coming weekend. I'll do one like the weekend after when I'm 8 weeks, just because more to do, and this one's late, so.